Hey guys, it's Jan from Initiate ID, and this is a quick video, or actually it might be a long video, but we'll see how it works out, on a question that I received on my Initiate ID email, as you can see here. I'm not logged in because I don't want you guys to see my emails, but still, besides that fact, this is a video about a response. So one of the questions I got was someone was trying to do a overworld type of game, and they wanted to make the map move in the background. So I'm going to demonstrate one way to do that, and I might do a follow-up video on a refined version of this because this is a bit sloppy. I did a lot of sloppy videos in my previous job tutorials, but this will be somewhat cleaner and whatnot. So it'll be cleaner, and you'll be able to see what I did for this code. So what he's trying to do is he wants to do an overworld type of game, and if you're trying to do backgrounds to the components, like I demonstrated on my previous Java scrolling text tutorial thing, you don't use components. If you want to do some animation, want to do some games, you want to use the paint methods, the paint component methods of JPanel or Canvas or something. You don't want to use components. You want to paint. So I'm going to show you how to do it with paint. I will show you guys how to do it with components if you really insist on it. I will do a follow-up video on this to make it a bit cleaner and whatnot. So here is the code. I'm going to show you what it looks, the final result, what it looks like at the end. So yes, Pokemon is one of the best examples for a 2D overworld game. You have the character moving and whatnot. The version I'm going to demonstrate right now is the character moving in the center, or this character is actually stationary in the center, and the map behind moves. So so that's cool. We made sure this is all smooth and whatnot, and it's awesome. So another example I'll show is where the character is moving around on the map, and then the map will move accordingly. That's more like Legend of Zelda. We'll go into that later. So I have my imports here. I do have it in an initiate package. You don't need it. It's just one file. You might need a couple files, but you don't need it. That import statement, that package statement rather. You have imports. We're going to use a lot of AWTs, swings, IOs for the images, image IO to grab the image from the file that we grabbed. You know, a lot of people are asking me, hey, why don't you do the asterisk thing? I'm trying to speak fast because I want this video to be short. Well, I think it's better to see which class I'm using. So you can see I'm using dimension, graphics, key adapter, key event, buffered image, file, yeah, all that fun stuff. So what I did was I butchered everything and put it all into the main method, and I put all these global variables. What you probably want to do is make separate classes. You want to do one JFrame class with a JPanel inside it and modify that a bit. And yeah, and you're going to have fields instead of all this mumbo jumbo. So all that fun stuff. So it's your public class main. That's the default main class I have here. So let me explain these global variables, aka the fields that you're going to actually put in your JFrame class. We have map and cha and sprites. So the map is a moving map on the background. You can see here, map, yeah, fun. Cha is the character. I was going to use char because character is long, but you know, char is a reserved word in Java, so I can't use char. Sprites. Each of these moving sprite thingies is all in that 2D array. So I'll explain why it's a 2D array in a bit. And I'll explain how I actually used to initialize the sprites, but who cares? X int and Y int is the coordinates on the 2D array. Direction, north, south, east, west, to show you which character, which sprite we need to use when the character is moving. The wait time is so that this is smooth. Initially, if you don't have a wait time and just change the sprite every frame, he's going to be like spazzing out every couple seconds. X, Y is XY of the map. You might want to use like something like map X, map Y, or X map, Y map, all that fun stuff. So those are global variables. You're going to use two more. You can use frame and panel, but those are probably going to be in the frame class if you choose to do that properly. So let's go in the main method. I'm using a lot of anonymous classes. I'll explain what they are really briefly because I want to make sure this video stays short. So frame, JFrame, you know, we create a JFrame and we create the title. So overall test, it's the title there. JPanel is the panel inside the JFrame. That's what we're going to paint over and have all of our stuff in there. I'm also overriding one of the methods here. That's what this means. So I'm going to change the paint component method inside the JPanel class, which is going to be able to let us paint the map. This is the first thing. Paint the map on the XY coordinate using this image observer, and then paint the paint the character inside on the middle, which is about 175 if you had plus or minus 50, I think, something like that. And then we're setting the size for the frame to 400. I should have done that a little bit later, but who cares? Map in Cha, we're going to set to map in the care.png and JPEG and all that fun stuff. And then sprites is going to chop up Cha and turn it into your 2D array containing all of the special sprites. And then we're going to set Cha to the first sprite. X, Y, your map X, map Y. I set it to negative 300 because if I didn't, he'd be standing in the middle of a mountain, and that wouldn't make any sense. And we want to make this as professional as possible. Using Pokemon already is not professional. X end, Y end. We want to use the first sprite, so it's 0, 0. Weight, we're going to set to 0 because, yeah, we don't really need anything special there. We're going to add the J panel. We're going to start doing our method calls here. We're going to add the J panel to the content pane. You do not want to add it to the frame itself. It's just convention issues. I'll show you guys that soon if I do some Java tutorials in the future. Now we're adding a key. That was stupid. We're adding a key listener to the J frame, and we're gonna add a new key adapter, and we're gonna modify it. We're gonna just override key pressed and key released. In key pressed, we're gonna have it's gonna be the same for like up, left, right, down. So when the key's up, we're gonna add the Y. We're gonna make the map go down, because that shows that we're going up, and that's just how Java graphics works. If I do a tutorial on that, I'll show you guys why. We're moving north because we're going up. It's up. And then the X index is going to be 3, because that is the third row, or the second row. Let's get, no, the fourth row? Yeah, the fourth row is all of the sprites for going up. And then we just do the same for the respective left, right, down. Weight, we're going to add 1 to when the weight is 5. We're going to change the Y index, so it's going to change the, like, he's going to step forward and whatnot. And the weight is going to be 0, so we can wait 5 more. The Y, if Y is plus 4, because we only have 4. So if it's 4, we have to set it back to 0, so we use the default sprite for that. And then we're going to set the character to the sprite that is shown by X end and Y end. And then we're going to repaint the panel. That's important because if we didn't do this method call, then we'd only see the change every time, and then we just have a static. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let's see if you can get that back. Yeah, whatever. Then all that fun stuff. I love arrow shake, but I didn't like it there. So public void key released. It's just so that when I'm moving, he will still continue changing his sprite, but when I release the key, I want him to be in a stationary sprite. So that's fun and dandy. And repaint there again. And the last two functions, or methods rather, been doing too much Python, sorry guys, is the set exit on close. When I close this window, it's going to close the program as opposed to hiding it. And then we're going to set the visible to true. That's our final thing, just make sure everything shows. So that was my quick tutorial. It does work. You should do a bit more of a better use on the convention style and whatnot. Make new classes, use fields, use better style, I guess. This was good style and style spacings and whatnot, but in terms of how I just stuff everything in the main method and use like global variables, yeah, that's not good. I'll do a refined video soon if I can remember. I'm at a lack of time, you guys. You know, I said I was going to do the website. It never happened. I'm sorry. So it's still going to go on sometime soon. So we'll see that. You'll see. I guess you could do a follow-up on initiateid.com. But whatnot. So just stay tuned and stay subscribed if you want to see more videos like these. I will be doing another version, which is like The Legend of Zelda, where your character moves around on the map, and we'll have fun with that. My email will be right here somewhere, or it'll be in the description. So you'll find my email somehow, and then you can email me any of the questions that you may have regarding this tutorial. But for now, I'm Jan. Thank you for watching this video. Stay subscribed for more Initiate ID videos that show you tutorials, unboxings, and other computer interesting, like programming, whatever, videos. So I'm Jan. Thanks for watching.